and I'm still fixing. I have a lot of things that I'm still dealing with because there's a lot of memories that have been flooding back into my mind about my childhood. And I've come to the conclusion that, yes, I do suffer from PTSD. This is where my anxiety comes from and my depression that I've been dealing with for years. Not because I'm diagnosing myself. No, it's the feeling I felt when these memories came back.
Most relationships don't fail because of cheating. They fail because two people are arguing from wounds they've never healed. Shame, anger, fear. These low vibrations don't just live inside of us. They show up in the way we communicate, the way we react, the emotional energy we bring into our relationships.
Okay, but I'm saying, in order for us to trust, if this is about fucking trusting black women.
Women are fighting to get men to stop cheating on them.
Tonight on Truth Be Told Conversations, we're getting brutally honest about how childhood wounds can quietly control the way we love, the way we argue, and the way we respond to our partners.
All girls cheat.
Yeah. Not all girls cheat.
I'm not saying all girls cheating.
But we're looking at y'all like y'all are the ones that keep cheating all the time.
Let me get the one up.
10 steps ahead of them. And then if they find out that I cheated, oh well, you can either like it or love it.
But what happens is you end up hurting the girl.
Yes.
That really truly loved you.
Because the truth is, a lot of the emotions we project in our relationships were never created by our partner in the first place. They were created long before we ever met them.
You know why I'm like I am with her?
Because of what you saw me go through. I already know.
No, I saw your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? The way I was raised, I had to deal with that.
But when two people are intentional about doing the inner work, something powerful happens.
How do y'all get there? How can the rest of the world get to where you and your wife are?
No, it is. Me and my wife, our relationship is all love and life.
In this episode, we're breaking down the difference between reacting from trauma and responding from healing. Because when your vibration shifts, the way you love shifts too. Let's get into it.
Welcome everybody back to another episode of Truth Be Told Conversations. I am your host, Janine, along with my lovely co-host, Keisha B.
Hey.
On this show, we love to talk about vibrations, emotions, how one can overcome certain events in their life so that way they can transcend to beautiful and blossoming life experiences and gain happiness throughout. So we brought our special guest. Y'all love him. We love him too. So we had to bring him back on. Johnny, a.k.a. Hove, back in the building. What's going on?
Thank you for having me back, ladies. I'm good. I'm chilling. Happy New Year and all that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing?
Happy New Year. We have a new
me
season.
out there.
Yes.
Yes.
What's up, ladies? What's the word? What's going on with you?
You know, we here. We just wanted to bring you back on the show because we love to have a male perspective, especially when talking about relationships.
Yes.
And you a married man. You's a married. You's a married man.
Yeah, I'm one of those. That's right. That's me.
And Keys, you married too.
I am.
And
27 years.
That's what I was going to ask, how many years you've been married. Hove, how long you been married?
I've been married 16, but together 22.
So y'all passed a decade, which is dope.
did we?
Yes.
So we need to find out the secret to the sauce. But before we get into this conversation, one thing that I need to set a disclaimer because we love to talk about vibrations on the show.
We do.
And we're going to be talking about the low vibrations today. And in talking about low vibrations, we need to make sure that people understand that we are not telling anybody that low vibrations is a bad thing. Low vibrations is just a human experience. We all are entitled to human experiences. So when talking about shame and talking about anger and talking about fear, which is going to be a topic that we discuss today, just know we're not calling you out as being a bad person because that creates a class system. That's not the case, y'all. We're just human, man.
Exactly.
So, man, tell me about your marriage, Keish, of 27 years.
It's wonderful.
Hey, good answer.
Listen, I gotta go home. Y'all ain't gonna have me talking about my marriage here.
Yeah, that's the camera at lie right there.
Now let's get the behind the scenes answer.
Right.
No, I can honestly say that, you know, the last 27 years has been a great journey because once I became enlightened and my spirituality had kicked in full speed, I understood that the problems I had throughout my marriage, throughout the years, was supposed to happen because I had a lot of growing to do. And I always talk about the to-do list. So my soulmate, which is my husband, he was sent to this planet to help me with my to-do list and vice versa. So that's the soul contract that we signed. And most partners, they sign these contracts to come together for X amount of years and fix the things that they need to fix on this planet. You can't do it on your own. You need somebody to interact with.
So you knew you had life lessons.
Yes.
Well,
I didn't know that in the beginning.
In the beginning, right. You know that now you have
Yes.
life lessons. And this is what actually gave you this incentive to be able to move forward in your relationship of 27 years.
Yes.
Which is a beautiful thing. And I Hove 16 years. And one thing I can say, I can honestly attest, I know your wife. We were just hanging out like a couple weeks ago.
All right.
And your wife, I swear she's a bomb.com. This lady is just so vibrant and authentically so. And so are you. And I know we had talked about this in one of our past shows, is that how high vibrational that you are. So just the two of y'all together, like, do y'all ever have a bad day?
Yeah, we do. I mean, we don't have bad days. We have bad moments. It's like a quick 2-minute thing, if anything. Like it's
2 minutes?
Yeah,
How
yeah,
long
yeah,
y'all
yeah.
arguments, Keish? Like, how long y'all be mad at each other? Because I know I be mad
I
at
ain't no 2
motherfucker
minutes.
for days.
Sometimes
Like,
about 1,000.
Right.
It's 2,000.
Hey, what the hell y'all mad about?
But that's what I'm saying, though. So for you to be able to make that disclaimer, I just want to understand. We want to get to the depth of how do y'all get there? How can the rest of the world get to where you and your wife are?
No, it is. Me and my wife, our relationship is all love and laughter. It's all fun times. And so when we have that one bad moment, the fun times overachieves the bad moment. You know what I'm saying? So we have like, it'll be like something simple. Like, why are we going to argue like, I ain't throw the garbage out today? Like, why are we going to argue about that for 2 days? That don't make sense. All right, I'm sorry, I ain't throw it out. Give me 10 minutes, I'm going to throw it out. That's all it is. And then after that, we just back to our same stuff. Because once you have those bad moments and you just complain and, can you curse on this?
Yeah,
Oh,
curse.
my fault. And you bitch and always complain about whatever's going on. You're never gonna be happy. Like you're gonna be on your toes. Like, oh my god, let me do this perfect or not. She's gonna complain. Oh, let me do this perfect. He's gonna complain. So they just like, just go about it. Life's about mistakes. You learn from them. You just move on from there. But like, once you hold that grudge on the person you with, almost 7 days a week, 365 days a year, you can't really complain about it because it's not gonna go nowhere. Because there's no argument that's gonna end into a relationship. I'm saying, so like at the end of the day, like we're still gonna be together. So it's like, what's the point?
Do you understand the terms of your contract?
Right.
Yes.
But y'all came into the relationship on high vibes though, and that's the dope part.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why we're having this conversation, because people come together in relationships and they don't come in establishing their contract,
Yes.
and they don't come in healed.
Mm-hmm. Well, most people come in not healed.
Yeah, I know.
Most people.
I know.
That's why we having this show.
And I can attest.
Oh, my
Ooh,
fault.
how
That's my fault. That's what we doing? My bad. I thought Keisha left you hanging. My bad.
Well, okay.
He did. Wait.
I got you, Keisha.
I know y'all didn't leave me hanging, but
This is gonna be a good show.
But my ex left me hanging because he had some issues, and we both came into the relationship having issues. So I like this contrast because the both of y'all are married, and here I was not in a relationship with somebody. So I can definitely attest to what we're going to be talking about today.
Sounds like a plan.
So let's get into it.
Let's roll our sleeves up.
First, Keisha, you and I we are vibrational specialists.
Yes, we are.
Vibrational specialists.
People come to us just to raise their vibration.
Just to raise the vibration, but we had to understand our own pain to get to this point,
Yes,
though.
indeed.
Unlike Hove and his wife, who already came into the world real happy and sunshine. Sunshine, sunflowers.
They're like a Broadway show. Woo!
Yeah.
No money playing
But
with you.
not us, for real. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that unfortunately can say the same thing, that their lives just weren't this great makeup. And we've all experienced pain for the most part.
Yes.
And in teaching some of the things that we discuss when it comes to understanding vibrations and people understanding low vibrations,
Yes.
give people a little bit of background about what you know and what you have understood about low vibrations.
Well, low vibrations, I'll be honest with you, I think most of us have had low vibration at some point in our lives. And most people have low vibration chronically. I would say if I had to do a pie chart or do a percentage-wise, I would say that there's more of a percentage of people walking around with low vibration than high vibration.
Yeah.
And it indirectly, the earth was designed that way because when you have the low vibration, that's when you know what to work on. So like if you are a person that always have anger in your heart, that's the thing that you need to work on.
Yeah.
Until you get to the point where you're not angry anymore, then you know that you don't have to work on that vibration. Now you're chronically on a higher vibration. We have shame and guilt. We have fear. We have pride. So when you're vibrating low, it's a signal to you on what you need to work on. Now, a person might say, well, how do I know that the vibration I have is low and it's not a good, technically not a good thing? It's when you are having problems in your life and you're not able to solve the problems. It's like if something keeps looping and looping and looping.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to say, because I want to paint a better picture for the audience, because why do low vibrations matter? Why do they matter at the end of the day? If people feel like, well, I'm entitled to be angry. I'm entitled to have my experience. But when we're trying to establish meaningful relationships with people, why do low vibrations even matter?
It's a signal to you that something needs to be fixed.
Well, on low vibration, if you come in with that and the person, you shouldn't bring that on the person you're with, right? You should be here to help me lift my low to at least medium before I get to the high. So if you're going to come and be angry, like, what did I do for you to be angry all the time? Like, I'm trying to teach you from not, I don't know how you was born and raised. You was raised in an angry home. Like, your father was always angry. Your mother was always angry. That's something that you can't really get out your system because you was brought that way. So now if you're, 30 years old, you built with that. Let's say your teens for like 18, 19 years, you dealt with that with your parents. Now you're just meeting somebody that you only remember them for like a couple of months. You can't take that out on them, right? If they don't know where you're coming from, like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, slow down. Like, I didn't even do nothing to you. But then people take it out on them, not knowing that's how you get abusive relationships. Like, I didn't even do nothing to them. Like,
See, now that's why we be bringing Hope on the show.
Yes,
Because someone be having all the sauce.
Yes.
We didn't even have to go through
That's what it is.
Yes.
Says the high vibrational man. He knows.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because I had a conversation with my husband and my aunt and uncle one day, and most relationships are like this, where you meet that person, and I know God does this and the angels do this. They sprinkle this magic dust on the person that you're dating, so both of y'all are just so much madly in love. And then once you settle down and say, okay, I'm going to have this relationship with this person, and you guys move in or however be, it may take like a good 8 to 12 months. And then you're like, oh shit, this person has problems with anger, but they didn't show it to you in the beginning. Now, we had our previous show where we did talk about looking for signs, but there are people who really are great at masking those signs and not showing you that they have a childhood trauma problem, and they just walking around angry at you. That dust has settled. God is like, all right, take all the dust off now. Action.
Exactly right.
And then you got to deal with this angry person. Like, I didn't do anything. He was just watching TV.
Right.
And now he got triggered from whatever he saw on TV. He's angry or she's angry, and they're taking that on me.
Exactly.
So,
And then people don't talk about it either. So now you're just playing games like, why is he mad? What did he see on that TV?
No, I'm fine.
Right,
I'm fine.
right. It's cartoons.
So y'all just both brought up the same point, is that individuals come into relationships having inner childhood trauma and inner experiences or childhood experiences that they haven't yet
Resolved.
faced. And this is an energy. This is an energy that carries into everything that you do, especially to have a meaningful relationship with somebody. How could you possibly? When you have underlying tones of shame, underlying tones of anger, underlying tones of fear. So we just want to bring to the table, what do these emotions actually look like? How does it translate in somebody's relationship? So I'm actually going to bring up a video to show you guys. We all know Little Scrappy from Love and Hip Hop. And there was a scene that I have found where Little Scrappy is actually talking about his childhood trauma. And this is exactly what we're talking about. So I want to show y'all this video real quick. Check it out.
You know why I'm like I am with her?
Because of what you saw me go through. I already know.
No. I saw your lifestyle. I grew up in a whorehouse. I grew up in a trap house.
Yep.
So all I knew was that. You know what I'm saying? And I love you because you held it down and like you did what you had to do. But imagine you never
A
had
child
to,
point of view.
You
How
never
you
had to
look at
sleep
it.
with your mama 24/7 because you couldn't go in your room.
Okay.
You never had to walk in on my dope.
Yeah.
You never had to walk in on my just you know what I'm saying? The way I was raised, I had to deal with that because everything that happened, I had to deal with that. And I'm still dealing with it because ain't nobody come take me to give me no help. Ain't nobody got me no help. I learned about that when I got older.
Hey, so do you...
You know, this real, cuz. Like, this this in my head, my whole life, in my head. The I go through, I can't even go to her, she hard. I can't go to you hard. So I'm on the concrete, my granddaddy ain't that hard.
Wow.
But guess what? And I ain't taking nothing from you because you put me there. You put money in my... You gave me to help my rap career and all that. Ain't nobody do that but you. So I love my mama.
It's okay, though.
And I love my wife.
Yeah. But I love you.
You feel me?
But this is my baby. I just can't change his diaper.
So what y'all think about that video?
That's a deep video, man. That's tough. That's I mean, a lot of people go through that.
They do.
They raised on stuff. Not that situation, but particularly into some different ones, like heavy drug use, never in the house, different
Yes.
women, different, you know what I'm saying, partners in the house when you're young, left alone to watch your siblings, you're 5, and stuff like that. But then you got other people that don't go through that, so they don't know the pain. So
Yes.
now if you have somebody who went through that, male or female, and then your other male or female partner didn't go through that, it's going to be a whole different feeling when they talk to you or how they give you a reaction. Because now you're like, where they getting this from? Because like you'd be like, I had 2 parents growing up. Like I didn't have that. Now they're not going to tell you about that. They're going to just show you, but then you're not going to understand it because you didn't go through it. So it's going to be rough for the partner. That's what I'm saying. Opposites attract, but sometimes it takes a while for y'all to actually connect strong like that.
100%. And actually, in this video, it's weird because he's actually deflecting his emotions a little bit because he says, actually, his mom's was like, well, I know because of the way I treated you. He was like, no, it's not the way you treated me.
No.
It was what the environment that you basically provided for me. And I've seen men do that too because they don't want to hold their parents accountable. There's a level of guilt behind holding their
Especially
parents.
mamas.
Yeah, especially
Ooh.
mamas. But
Male sons to their mamas.
But I've seen people do it for both parents as well.
Yeah.
And if you're not holding your parents accountable, which is a whole nother discussion, but I'll be honest with you, it matters because they're the ones that actually cause the pain. Now, in this clip, though, he was being real transparent.
Oh my gosh, he was.
And to the point where everybody around him actually felt and understood where he was coming from.
Yes.
And this is where, and I'm telling you, I found this and I was like, ooh, this is perfect for this show. Because men, and he made it real clear. He was like, dealing with Bambi, you're angry, you're hard. My mama, you're angry, you're hard. So how am I supposed to deal with you when you're angry and you're hard and I'm hurting too? So this is like a never-ending cycle. So that's why we got to bring it to the table.
Yes.
So truth be told, tell me how you feel about it, Keish.
Well, I like the fact that at the end he did give his mom props to say, well, because of what you did, this is how I got my career in rapping, because she was the one that funded his studio time, whatever she did for him. So kudos. I just want to say kudos to Scrappy altogether, even his mom, because I grew up in the 70s and the 80s, and back then it was very hard for Black and brown people. And it, I saw crack vials on the ground. So I remember that era, and I remember that was the era when we were borrowing sugar from your neighbor, and you were getting flour, and you had your pride was not even, your ego was not even tainted by that. It was part of your culture, it was part of the fabric of our life where people were borrowing stuff from each other. Then I remember years later, like my mom would let me go to a lady's house and hang out with her kids, and I found out that the mother, the friend, was a prostitute. I'm like, Ma, she was a prostitute? She was like, yeah, you didn't know that? And I'm like, no. But that was a lifestyle back then.
Yeah.
And I remember when Love and Hip Hop first started, his mother would big herself up. I used to be a pimp. Like, she was like, that was her.
Proud of it.
She was
like,
proud
that
of
was
it, And even Scrappy was a little like giving his mom props. But I guess now that whatever part they got to that, whatever year they got into that show, he was able to take the mask off and really reveal to everyone. And if you remember the timeline with that show, Scrappy had dealt with a lot of different women. And he had the same problems with each woman.
That's what I was about to say, because you know, he got to a point now, he's getting older.
Yes.
And he wants to be wiser, and he wanted to acknowledge some of the things that he knows had caused him trauma and is affecting his relationships.
Yes.
So
definitely.
I think through age, through wisdom, he was like, all right, we can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
So now the cycle gets to stop.
Right. I've seen this already. I've seen this. Red
Story.
flag. I've seen it. I'm not doing it.
100%.
Not doing
Because that, again, y'all both mentioned the repetition.
Yes.
This is why we end up dating the same man in a different suit or same woman in a different skirt. And even myself, just bring my own situation into it. I dated the same man that had the same level of pain. And then here I am coming in with my garbage.
Yes.
And then we both couldn't fix it. We couldn't figure it out until we understood and knew ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, so when I talked about that dust that God puts on us, that golden dust, the reason why he does that is so that we can be attracted to each other. Because if you got to see the person for who they were, like if every woman that met Scrappy before they fell in love with him and saw that hard exterior, they saw the real truth, they were able to go under the soil and see all of it. They were like, oh no, you're damaged goods.
Yeah.
So that's why God has to put that golden dust on all of us. And we be looking shiny and bright and looking cute. And then when we get to the actual relationship, it's like, oh, hell no, bitch.
Exactly.
I got
You're
a
not
abort
the one
mission.
I met in the club. What the hell is looking you up and down? What the hell?
That's what fellas, your first date, go to a pool party. You know what I'm saying? You gotta see what's under that makeup.
I love it.
Exactly.
But yeah, so, you know.
They bring us together so we can
Yes.
face our life lessons. So just even looking at that clip, he mentioned that Bambi was angry.
And you saw her face.
You see her face. Of course
she was,
and this is what I'm saying. You have every right to be angry. But it's how you respond to the situation is
Yes.
the indicator for how your vibrations are resonating and sitting.
Yes.
Because when you start fixing the anger and knowing that, all right, well, I've healed me, I'm not so much the problem anymore. You start responding differently to scenarios like
Yes.
that. You don't even choose that type of person anymore. But
Yeah.
here they both were. And don't be surprised now, because if Bambi hasn't dealt with her trauma,
Oh, yeah.
her new marriage, she's going to end up dealing with the
Yeah.
same bullshit.
Because when he mentioned she's hard, then there was some childhood trauma she had
100%.
that caused her to be hard and probably emasculated him a few times in that situation, that relationship. So everyone got a story.
That's what I'm saying, Hov, because you and your wife, right? Y'all came in high vibrational.
Yeah,
You get it now? Y'all up here like,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
gonna
I
be
guess.
happy.
I mean,
We
now
gonna
we
be
gotta,
happy
yeah.
and healed.
You always gotta
You
remember
know,
that.
wait, I gotta put Martin in this. Remember when Martin was trying to get that show, and he started putting like stories on
Oh, the
each
Love
person?
Doctor?
No,
Oh.
the other one when he asked Pam, he's like, so when did you become a voodoo priestess? Remember? So we need to like throw paint on you. So ho.
Listen, man,
It's too good to be true.
it's not. You know what it is? I grew up in a loving family, right?
Okay.
Like, you know, I had both parents. To this day, my dad still kisses my mom before thanks her for dinner, everything. Still to this day.
Aw.
My wife's the same way. You know,
Yeah.
grew up in the church. She's lovey-dovey. So when we met, we was on that same vibration. Like I'm saying, we was both cool, we're both funny. We just love to live life. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't have we didn't have no problems. Like, oh, listen, my ex did this and my ex did that. I'm saying, don't do that.
Yeah,
I'm
y'all
not-
didn't have like a
no, 'cause we
tumultuous-
got in young. We got in young. I
Yeah.
was 20 and she was 18. So it's like
Okay.
we didn't have that much relationship
Yeah.
like that. Maybe little ones here and there, but nothing too crazy. Be like, yo,
Okay.
listen, I was 5 years. With
So
this
y'all wasn't
person.
having like relationship that would have triggered you into
Correct.
Okay.
So we basically just from scratch. You know what I'm saying? It's our
Okay.
first both our first time. So that's basically how it worked out. So we just managed from there. Just that's all it really was. It's nothing hard speaking. Like it wasn't easy. Like don't get me wrong, we get our ups and downs. You just don't see that side. You always
Yeah.
see the high volume Joe. You
Yeah.
don't see the Incredible Hulk Joe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but check
I don't
this
leave the
out.
house.
But check this out though, and
Yeah.
this applies to both of y'all because I know y'all personally.
Yeah.
Y'all don't spiritually bypass in your disagreements. You both have carried religion or spirituality into your relationships, and that's where you guys can have a certain level of morality, and then also forgiveness.
Yeah.
Because again, like we all make mistakes. We're all human.
Yes.
So when you carry that love, when you carry spirituality, religion into these situations, it makes it a little bit more easier.
It does. I'm going to tell my story. I never revealed this on the show. So when I met my husband, I was like, because I was only 20 going on 21. So I was kind of like you and your wife, where I didn't have that many partners to have like to be triggered. But what I did have as a kid was I grew up in a household where I saw a lot of arguing and I saw a lot of anger being exchanged. And so I saw that and it became normalized to me. And moving forward, so now my husband meets this young tenderoni. I was in college. You know,
We talk about you, right?
Ew. Watch your mouth. Don't be talking about my best friend like that.
You just make sure we're the same subject here.
Yes, Martin. He's trying to treat me like Pam. But anywho, so now I get into this marriage and the God made it with the dust. He put that golden dust on us and we got married. I tell the story time a year later.
Oh, that's knowing.
Yeah, so it was because we were heavy. When I tell you heavy in love, God is funny because I feel like he ripped took the washes, put us in the pool, like within 2 months after the marriage. He was like, action, all right now. Let's get
he had a plan down for
He
y'all.
had a plan. And one of the things, this is a sidebar, one of the things that people have to understand is when you come into a relationship, after that golden dust clears, now everyone is holding a luggage full of drama and trauma. And that
you gotta let go of that luggage, man.
That's the main reason why you signed a contract with the person you're in a relationship with. That's the main, even if it's not destined for you guys to be together forever. Say it was just like in your situation, you were like over 13 years. You both came in with your luggage and your trauma and your drama. And so that's how all or most relationships are. So now I came in and we started within 2-3 months of marriage, like little things was happening. And then I was going through postpartum depression, which I didn't know. So had my baby, had the depression. And when I tell you, like, and I don't even know if you know this, Hov, and you're close to the family, there were times where, like, Troy would come home and all the dishes would be broken. Like, I would literally, like, take dishes and just throw them out of anger. I had all this anger and rage embedded in me, and I never was able to get it out. So when he triggered me, whatever he did, my luggage would fly open, and then now my childhood trauma would come out, and I'm throwing, because I saw that as a kid. I saw that kind of action.
But did you let him know what it was for him to fix that?
I didn't know. See, that's the thing. Okay. That's why people need to watch the show, because a lot of people don't know that that's where it stems from.
And I'm glad you brought up what vibration you were at, because I was literally going to ask you, where were you vibrating? Because I vibrate at anger, too. I vibrate at anger.
Is that your first feeling, though?
Of anger?
Like, not to calm down, just straight anger?
I mean, it depends on the situation.
Okay.
But what I will say is that I was labeled as an angry person. And I had to overcome that vibration. Keisha knows my trials with that. I had to overcome that vibration through understanding how love in a different kind of way.
Yeah.
And knowing that my anger, again, came from, just like you, came from my trauma, came from my childhood experiences, the things that I saw. Even as an adult, it's funny because I look at my dad, and my dad talks really, really loud, and he gets very theatrical.
Okay.
And he gets angry real quick. And I'm like, damn. Is that me? Clutch my pearls. Is that me?
I only asked if you wanted milk in your coffee.
That was it. Like,
more vanilla. Stir it right.
But it was enlightening for me, because then I was like, damn, that is me.
Yeah.
And I had to fix that because I carried it everywhere that I went.
Let me ask you, did you ever do shadow work to figure out where this anger came from?
Oh, no doubt.
Okay.
I definitely did shadow work to understand, because y'all know, y'all got to see, y'all watch my episodes, previous episodes. I was the middle child.
Yeah.
That was the main thing, was me being a middle child. Not to mention the things that I had witnessed in my household, arguments, things like that. But I was a middle child that was always looking to be chosen.
Mm-hmm.
What about me?
Yes.
And
right, you got the firstborn, you got the baby, then you got the one in the middle.
And the middle ones, man. Yeah. And this is just my perspective. We got it hard. But then, of course, the oldest will say the same, and then the youngest will also say the same. But in my perspective, I feel like I had it hard. I wanted somebody to choose me, to love me the way you love me the way you love that one.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And then that undertone of being angry just kind of settled within me. It was embedded. That was my vibration. That's where I vibrated at.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
And we call that chronic low vibration, or
it's chronic low vibration, 100%.
Yeah. And you bring that energy everywhere you go.
Right.
So what do you think it takes to be able to change that?
Come to the twin flames.
Yeah,
Definitely
that's
a
a
twin
lot
flame.
that's a lot of time with yourself. Like you got to overcome that yourself.
You got it right, 100%. It's
Yeah.
self-awareness.
That's not somebody can't teach you that. Like you got to overcome yourself. Like, you got to sit down and look at yourself like look at yourself in the mirror like, yo, what am I doing? Like, why am I getting mad over that?
Yes.
Hey, there's no point.
And you're absolutely right. The problem is most people don't know how to even start dissecting it. And that's the gift that Janine and I have, where we literally, Janine is a G when it comes down to this, because she starts digging and digging and digging, and then she's like, I found the spot.
I did.
And she dealt with most of our clients where they're like, she be asking them stuff. I'm like, why are you asking about the toilet paper color that they had as a kid? Like, she be asking.
Yeah,
like,
why you have different color toilet paper?
Remember back in the day we had pink and blue, but anywho.
Nah.
You don't remember that?
Nah.
Oh, you younger than me.
Yeah.
I don't remember that
yeah.
shit. I'm telling my age. I'll be 50 years old. We
That's
had pink
construction
and
paper,
blue.
Keisha. That's construction paper.
And we found out that was dye we was wiping our vaginal areas with.
Okay.
TMI, bitch.
TMI.
Yes. But I said it to say, so when we do these sessions with our clients, they don't have a clue where it came from. And we call that like clean out your garden. So we take out the soil. And then, like I said, Janine go in with the drill, and then she like, got him.
Oh,
and she
yeah.
figure out that one spot. And the person
Yeah.
wouldn't even, sometimes they don't remember the situation that happened, but by her questioning things, it finally exposes what happened. And then the person is sitting there crying and bawling.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, shoot, I didn't realize
Yep.
that's why I am the person I am. Like, for example, hoarders.
But a lot of people deny it too, though. They know where it's from. They just want to act, like.
No, but surprisingly, no.
Oh, okay.
We had one client who was a hoarder.
Oh, those are
She
the worst.
didn't know how that started. And Janine kept digging and digging and digging, and finally it revealed itself. And then she was like, oh my God, now I know. So, when it comes down to people looking in the mirror, the ego is the problem.
And
The
pride.
ego is telling you, don't fucking look in
Yeah.
that mirror. You
Yeah.
are absolutely fine. They ain't the motherfucking
Yeah,
problem.
right.
That's what the ego tells everybody.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of relationships don't work, because both people's egos is running the show.
Yeah.
And now you got these representatives saying, no, you
So
absolutely.
somebody got to take the back seat.
Yes.
You
Yes.
both can't drive. Somebody
Yes.
got to sit in the
So
passenger seat.
I'm glad you said that, because then when we're counseling people, if we're not counseling a couple, we're counseling one person, we are honest and transparent with them when we tell them the onus is on your lap. Because you're here sitting, or we do it virtually most of the time, we say, you're the one that's coming to us. We're giving you all the tools on how to heal yourself. Now, by you healing yourself, you change the vibration in your home. And then once you change the vibration in your home, your partner will start noticing a difference in you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only way, that's one of the major ways of how a person can help change their relationship. And one of my keys, and I tell this to all of our clients, is that if you're a couple, if you're in a relationship where you're always arguing,
Yeah.
we tell our clients, somebody got to shut up.
Mm-hmm. Somebody got to listen.
So, and don't even necessarily mean listen. Because sometimes you be so angry that you don't want to hear what the other person says. I'm speaking from experience. When we argue, sometimes I shut down and I tell people, leave your hologram right there. If you got to leave and go in the next room, act like you making out a grocery list, but literally leave your body there and take your mind somewhere else and let that person argue with the hologram. With that, what happens is after a while, if you do that at least 5 times, I guarantee you, 5 to 10 times, depending on how hardcore your partner is, then your partner will start realizing, wait a minute, I'm the only one arguing here.
Yeah.
And then they start looking in the mirror like, wow, like I see myself as this angry, bitter person, and I'm yelling at someone, or I'm trying to prove my point to someone who's not even arguing back to me. So then they have to start looking at themselves in the mirror. And then if you're raising your vibrations in the meantime, they're like, you know what? let me figure out what's going on here.
But what you just brought up is how you respond to other people when they are being triggered into their trauma.
Yes.
And that's essential. That's a point important for growth in the relationship. So you are saying, okay, well, let me step back and not say anything. And then in other instances, you may be more compassionate. How you handle them has to be different. You got to be a little bit more gentle instead of coming across being angry too, because you're just exposing your mess and your shit too.
Yes.
Your dirty laundry.
Yes.
So don't, we have to step back and think about our response.
Exactly. So what happens is in the heat of the moment, somebody got to stop. Then once the coast is clear, once the energy changes and is balanced, then you can come to the person. Like I've done this and I said, listen, I'm working on myself. And this is something we tell all of our clients. When you're getting counseled by us, let your partner know that you're going through a transition, you're getting counseling, and you're working on yourself. And I told my husband,
you help them not trigger that because I can't help myself. You got to help me. You got to help me also.
Exactly. And then so if you just had an argument and you'll say to your partner when the coast is clear, you see how I didn't say anything to you? I told you I'm working on myself.
So what does the argument look like with two high vibrational people? Y'all be like, because I know your wife. Your wife be like,
we get loud. We get loud at the moment. Like sometimes I don't even have an example.
You got to go in the archive.
Look, they don't even know how they freaking argue. Because I know your wife be like,
we just yell at something.
I'm going to pray the blood of Jesus on you.
Yeah. So I'm losing already.
Jesus be you. It be Jesus and Josie. JJ.
I'm always getting tag team. I don't even really know. I don't know. Like sometimes we'll argue about something stupid. Like we just yell. Like I'm like, oh, wait. And she's like, why are you yelling at me? I'm like, I'm not yelling at you. I'm just speaking on a higher voice. I'm not like screaming down on you. And she'll be like, apologize. I'm like, no, I ain't do nothing. She said, apologize. I'm like, I'm sorry, nigga. I'm sorry.
I love y'all.
But then, like I said, it's a quick thing. Like, she'll be apologize. And then we'll just go back to being normal. But we don't really argue like nothing like that. It's nothing to argue we have everything under control for now.
I'm going to say something to you, and I said this to you on the other show. It might have been the first show. What I like about you is that you allow your wife to be herself. And you do not take her strength as disrespectful. And I appreciate that about you because a lot of men, because of their childhood trauma, a strong woman may be intimidating to them.
Right.
And Josie's a strong person spiritually and I guess, energetically, she's very strong. But you respect that and you allow her to be her. And I love that about you. And that's the key with a marriage or a relationship that works.
And he doesn't look at it like somebody's trying to take away their peace.
Yeah. Yes.
Nah.
It's like,
I get your point now. You got it.
Yeah. and I know you, Hope, because you'll be like, you be having a conversation with whoever and imaginary friend you got in the room. So she thinks,
that's that show.
I get Josie say, what you say?
Exactly.
Nothing. I was just humming some tunes.
Yeah. I'm just praying over here.
But now that's anger, and we talked a little bit about anger, but I want to bring up fear and shame. And it's about to get a little messy. It's about to get a little messy. I want to show y'all another clip that I found. This is a great conversation too. So watch this for a sec.
Like I got introduced to pornography at the age of 9 by my uncle. He told me, excuse my language, this is uncensored, excuse my language, he said, fuck them hoes. Fuck as many women as you can. And so that was what I tried to do. I tried to emulate that to get kudos from not only my uncle, but my peers and culture. If you pay attention to culture, the rap music, black culture says, sleep with as many women as you can. And if you do, you're the man. If you don't, you're a square, you're a loser, you're a duck. You ain't know nothing, you ain't got no hoes. This is what people say. So I'm just giving you how I was raised, what I thought I had to live up to. And so the relationship with Sherry, I was talking to her and I can't tell you how many other women, having sex with her, and I can't tell you how many other women. But I had done that my whole life. I started therapy last year, and that really did some transformative work in me. My therapist helped me know that when I was in 11th grade, I was dating this girl and she really scarred me. And, you know, she cheated on me at first. I was a duck in this situation. I caught her cheating on me and I took her back. She was lying to me and people was telling me certain things. I didn't believe them. And after a while, I got tired of it. I got tired of it and I started talking to other women. And she wasn't really paying me much attention at first, but when I started talking to somebody else, it's like that transfer of energy, that transfer of, I guess, importance was really big for me. And I liked it and I thrived off of it. She started paying me more attention when I started dealing with the other girl and she stayed. And so I thought that was normal. So that's 11th grade. I was in 11th grade, I was 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? That was 16 years ago. And so my therapist told me that every woman I dated from the time I was in 11th grade to now, me being 33 years of age, I was still married to her. And she told me that, she said, you need to divorce her.
So he just trying to get validation. I got it.
Messy.
Yes, but that was a great example, though.
This really was.
Yes.
He said, fuck them hoes.
Yes.
Now, listen, I know men. We all know men like that. Even you, Hove, like, who, where? What's my name? We all know men like this, but this isn't to really throw men like this under the bus. This is like some real psychological stuff, too, that I'm going to bring up in a minute. But, you know, a lot of people, and being that this example was a man, women are fighting to get men to stop cheating on them. Like,
yes.
I went through it, and what I just want to understand. I want to understand, Ho. What is
You asking the wrong person.
That was a good answer. That was a good answer. Definitely. Now, I don't mean to do that, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of men, unfortunately, that can't break the cycle of cheating.
Yes.
And they have justified it in their minds. And we understand that accountability is important. Not only does the man have to be accountable, the woman also has to be accountable in relationships. But cheating can become habitual, obviously.
Yes.
And why? Let's get to the mentality of it. Why do y'all think that men actually cannot stop?
Well, let's use this guy for example. When he was at a young age in 11th grade, he was in a relationship with a young lady who was actually cheating on him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, he had an uncle that was telling him you had to have a bunch of hoes. So he had his uncle in his ear. And when you're young like that, I'm pretty sure in 11th grade, he wasn't thinking about cheating on this girl. So this girl actually beat him to the punch and she cheated on him first. So that was a stain on him. And now he got the information from his uncle, like, get as many hoes as you can.
Yeah, don't settle. Because I guess his uncle was single too.
Yeah, so now he got this girl and I'm pretty sure, you know, when you young, you fall in love heavy.
Yeah.
And
that's high school love too.
Yeah, that's some serious love. I had some high school love. That's some serious love. And that hurt, that traumatized him. That was childhood trauma.
That was his trauma, but guess what his vibration was? Fear. He feared. He had fear. He even said, because him operating on fear it looked like, well, I'm afraid to get hurt. I'm going to protect myself and my own emotions. So in order to do that, I'm going to just keep it pushing. I'm going to just mess with the next girl and keep messing with the next girl.
All girls cheat. That's what it is.
Not all girls cheat.
Now I'm saying all girls. He had the mentality that all girls cheat.
Yes. Indeed.
Yeah, so
eventually they'll end up cheating.
But we're looking at y'all like y'all are the ones that keep cheating all the time. But he had his experience, which of course is valid. But how do we overcome it? And I commend this man because he admitted that he actually went to therapy and he got to the bottom line.
Yes. And he probably didn't remember, you know, as he got older and older, it probably the experience he had with that girl in 11th grade probably dissipated. He just knew, this is my standards. I'm gonna beat them to the punch before they can cheat on me. I'm gonna be
10
steps ahead of them. And then if they find out that I cheated, oh well, you can either like it or love it. You could stay here, and then we could do.
But what happens is you end up hurting the girl.
Yes.
That really truly loved you.
Yes. And then you know what? She walks away with trauma, and then it affects all the other relationships.
Come on.
That she's in. It's a vicious cycle.
It's a straight vicious cycle.
Yeah.
And just like myself in my own situation that I'm transparent about, I went through this. And a lot of women did. So I'm not ashamed. But I speak of it openly so that way people can know and understand that, you know, I, number one, went into the relationship low vibrational because I didn't feel good about myself. I wasn't confident enough to change my situation or choose a better partner, right?
Yeah.
Which is why I tell myself now all the time, I'm choosing me. I'm choosing me. I'm not going to do this again. But on the latter part of it, then you had him that had so much trauma. And, you know, it's crazy because this is where I had compassion for him as I internalized the situation.
Yeah.
I had compassion for him because I understood where his trauma came from.
Yeah.
He really didn't know any better.
He didn't.
And there's a lot of people, you know, unfortunately, that go through this experience of, you know, not tapping into this childhood trauma, and now here they're carrying and they're hurting the person that they love, man.
Yes, exactly.
And how do you break that?
Listen,
It's tough.
Come to the Twin Flames.
Yeah.
But I just want to say something. They literally, the angels are screaming at me, and they said this for the 5th time, so I'm going to say it out loud. For you and Josie, they said that you two was sent here to show people that it is possible to have a good relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. It's a lot of work, but it's possible.
Yeah,
Anything
it is
possible.
And then secondly, you know, as you were talking, I said, you know, if it was part of our society where young couples, not even young couples, just couples in general, within the first 2 years of your relationship, you both go get counseling together, I think that would be so dope because...
The first 2 years?
Within the first 2 years of dating.
I would say the first year. If it's not a romantic first year, like
I think that's a little unreasonable.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about marriage. I'm talking about like you just meet the like
get your own counseling
like before you even get married. Because most relationships, and I'm talking about whether they in their 20s, 30s, 40s, or 50s, and on beyond, most relationships have drama and trauma. And then that's why these young folks, you got young folks now stabbing and killing one another.
Well, check this out. This is what I have actually learned about cheating from a psychology standpoint.
Yeah.
There's a term that's called attachment avoidance disorder.
Okay.
Attachment avoidance disorder is when an individual has experienced, whether it's like abandonment, severe trauma, and when they take that trauma, when they become an adult, now they are overly independent. They're overly independent, meaning I only care about myself, right? I have to protect myself at all costs in situations because getting close to a person is scary for them.
Yeah.
And that's where this fear base comes from.
Yes.
So now when they choose to be in relationships with people, it's not that they don't want intimacy. They want to love someone to love them. They want the intimacy, but they fear getting hurt again.
Yes.
Because that little person, that little boy, that little girl or whatever is still there and fighting them. So this is why you see a lot of that habitual behavior that happens with men and or women because of that trauma. They just wanted love in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I know so many men like this. It's ridiculous. I know, including my ex, this was his exact problem.
Yeah.
And we can't even, and a lot of people want to put these individuals in the box of narcissism. They're not narcissists. Well, some of them are. I don't want to say all of them are not. Some of them are. But in some cases, it's not narcissism. But it's more or less, it's a safety mechanism. It's a protection for themselves.
So this is my concern that I have. So now you have all of these couples. In America, there's a lot of people who statistically that marriages are not lasting like they used to back in the 50s. So now this is the thing. Many damaged people are getting married. And when most ministers have you get counseling before you get married, I'll be honest with you, I think that's why, going back to what I said, you need to have counseling from the beginning when you go into a relationship. And I'm going to tell you why. Most of us don't understand we have problems until we're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Because our partner triggers us and the trigger, it makes us face the problems that we have. So like I use my kids. My kids showed me that I have issues with patience. So now I know I gotta work on patience. Being in a relationship with a woman, it may trigger a man to, say, you know what, I can't stick with her too long. I'm gonna go and dip out. But he wouldn't have known that he had that issue until he got into a relationship that they supposed to be committed. So committed relationships have a tendency to bring the best out of you. And I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, because that's the lesson.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, people need to once you start realizing you having these issues within yourself, both of you both have issues. You both need to, whether you do it separately or together, they both need to get counseling to work on themselves.
I would wholeheartely agree. That's a great tip, is counseling. And Keisha and I love to counsel couples.
We sure do. Do you need some counseling, Ho?
I need an accountant. That's what I need.
Count your Benjamins, right?
Yeah, but I really digested that topic of attachment avoidance disorder because I just recently found out about the term.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because damn, that's all you see is like, unfortunately, women and men justifying. I'm using men, and it's not to say it's only men, but I'm just saying men justifying that they felt like it's okay to cheat. And as you can see, in this particular clip, he was trained to think that it was okay.
Yeah.
And society told him it's the bro code. Like, you're supposed to do that, son.
Yeah.
That's what they're supposed to do.
GTD. GTD.
What's GTD mean?
Please.
Look at the group.
I got the draws. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But let's show that clip.
Got the draws. But no, for real, like this is serious. And if you don't understand that there's a psychological aspect of it, then the behavior continues. And unfortunately, like I said, I know so many people that are close to me that have this very, very problem, this same problem.
Yeah.
And like I know a man right now won't get close to an individual because that individual could possibly be like their soulmate.
Okay.
Won't get close to this individual because of this attachment avoidance disorder. But the flip side is this individual knows how to love his kids really, really hard. And I see that a lot too. He has the ability to love. It's just that fear.
Yes.
And that's the vibration that we're talking about, that fear factor and that underlying sentiment that carries into our relationships with other people.
Yeah, definitely.
But you got to get over that fear eventually. Because then you're just going to get older.
But that's the fucked up. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Because this is why a lot of women, I'm seeing it on social media, women are tight with y'all. Because men.
Yeah.
Because y'all wait till you get 60 and 70 to be like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, but I need somebody to take care of me.
Hospice wives.
Hospice wives.
Yeah.
And then now you looking for love because you're just like, well, I just need the love. I need somebody to take care of me when you still haven't done the damn work. So now you put a different label on the relationship and you expect the woman to just come in and she's healed. She ain't fucking with you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm not coming in just to take care of it. What am I getting out of it now at this point?
I remember I was at an event and this couple had been together for years and he would not marry her. Not marry her. You know when he married her? When he was in a wheelchair.
I know a couple people like that now.
I know a couple of people like that
in
now.
a wheelchair.
15, 20 years together now.
Yeah,
man.
he waited till he was in a wheelchair.
Well, that's what I went
and that's
through.
when he decided to marry her. When you in a wheelchair, come on.
Attachment.
Somebody to roll him around.
She get the worst part of you.
Attachment.
The penis probably don't work no more. Jesus.
Attachment avoidance disorder.
So, I'm glad we're doing this episode because there's a lot of videos that go viral, have been going viral for the last 2 years of you have women talking about men talking about women. And like that part when Scrappy said, and Bambi's hard. A lot of women are hard because of the childhood trauma that they have endured. And then they become hard after each relationship of being dogged out. And then vice versa. A lot of these men are the way they are because of their childhood trauma. And then each relationship that they go into, they create this baggage along the way. So both people in every relationship come in with this huge luggage, and no one's talking about the luggage.
Right.
Everybody's focused on the sex and how fine he look, and if she can cook good and she can give me peace and joy, and if I could get happiness in my house. I get it. Everybody wants peace and joy in their house, but what's going on with that luggage sitting there with all that baggage in it? And I remember there was one video when a person said, you know, it's unfortunate when you're in a relationship where you can't even talk about the problems in the relationship, because if you talk about the problems, then the person's like, oh, you're taking away my peace and joy.
Yeah.
Then when can I ever talk about the problems? And some people don't want you even showing them the mirror of what problems they have.
Exactly.
Because, oh, you're taking away my peace and joy. And then they go on social media and they sit amongst these people the same sex, and then they're bashing the opposite sex. And that's not fair.
It's not cool.
It's not cool, because at the end of the day, no one is perfect. No one's perfect. You yourself is talking about the opposite sex, and you still got that luggage sitting there that you never even opened up and addressed. How dare you?
Exactly.
So,
yeah, but so now we're going to break it down. Here's the 4 keys, the things that we talked about in this episode where we are trying to fix this problem. How do we overcome these vibrations and learn how to move past these things that have kept us stuck? So number 1, we said identify the problem.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. Identify that you're the problem. Stop blaming the other person.
Yes.
Because it's not getting you anywhere. Because all you're doing is you're covering it up. You're covering the shit up and not wanting to address what really truly is lying underneath.
I'm gonna ask you, Ho, because no one's perfect. Is there anything in your relationship that your wife triggered you to face in the mirror and say, you know what, I need to work on this with myself?
Look at these high vibrational motherfuckers.
I'm trying.
Y'all make me sick.
I ain't trying to be spoiled like that. I'm trying to think. Nah, she corrects me a lot. I don't know what it is though.
Well, okay. So when she corrects you, do you get offended?
No, I don't get offended at all. I look at her. I won't do it, but I'll like, okay. Then I think to myself, like, yeah, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should.
You think you won't do it?
No, but it's just I have to like.
No, because
let's go back to the beginning of the show.
No, because sometimes she'll be like, she likes me to send like lovely text messages a lot, right? She'll be at work. It's the little things that matter.
Yeah.
She always told me, hey, call my phone and leave me a voicemail, right? Because she want. I'm like, why? You pick up every time I call you.
That's the
I
funny
can never
part.
leave a voicemail. But then she'd be like, yeah, leave a voicemail just in case something happens. Like, what do you mean? like, don't put that in the air.
She's trying to find problems because y'all motherfuckers don't have problems.
No, you know what? They talking about me. They talking to me about you.
Tell them what they got the lottery numbers on.
So the good thing, you guys have great communication, and that's excellent. Janine and I always talk about the love language. People have different love languages. Like your love language could be her cooking for you. And so what she's doing to you is she's telling you, and I commend her, because a lot of women, we don't feel comfortable telling a man what we want in a relationship. We're always trained as women and from the beginning of time to please our man. But she took the initiative to say, you know what, I like when you send me text messages. I like when you do X, Y, and Z. So what they're telling me is that you need to be a little more initiative when it comes down to loving her. We all know you love her.
Right.
But to give her that woo, 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 because she likes woo, woo, woo.
Yeah. She's like, oh, we got flowers for me today? Oh, no, okay.
Have y'all seen that video? And it's a video that goes, a lot of people have done this video where the woman will get in the car, she'll hand the husband the flowers, the candy, and then she'll get out, and then she open the door, get back in.
Yeah. Oh, for me.
So basically,
I seen a guy do that too. Like, you got a pair of sneakers. Oh, for me? Like,
yeah. So she wants you to do that without you telling her, without her telling you.
Correct. Yeah. I mean,
and I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if I had to guess, you probably get like a strong C- in that field.
That's high for me. Yeah, I guess.
Damn.
Listen. Like she's like this, right? Like she'll go to the store, she'll come back, whatever in the morning, come back. Oh, I bought you some Jolly Ranchers, right? I'll go to the store and I just go get what I have to get and come back. She acts like, oh, you bring me no candy? No. Like, oh, I think about you when I go outside. I'm like, all right, my bad. I'm sorry. I know you wanted candy. I just went to go get milk. Like, it's not that simple.
So
her,
that's not low vibrational.
It's different for her. Like, she always wants, like, what she does for me, she wants me to do for her. But I don't see it because I'm so used to it.
That's where people mess up
Yes.
in relationships.
Yes.
Real talk.
Yes.
We're changing the subject just
Yeah,
real
but I'm
quick.
glad we're going over this.
We're gonna bring it up real quick.
We had to crack. We had to crack this. The little water's trickling out.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. We're not trying to make it where we want to make people see that there's a flaw in your relationship. But I just wanted to tell you that they gave me this message for you. So anyway.
But yeah, and you brought up love language. You know, you and I, we talk about that.
Yes.
And this is where people go wrong in relationships. And I'm going to give you this advice. What happens is, and there's 5 different love languages. Her love language is acts of kindness.
Mm-hmm.
And you are not that. Just like Keisha said, you don't really exhibit acts of kindness. You just want, maybe you like to receive it,
Right.
but your language in exchange is something completely different. Maybe you might, I don't know, what's another love language? I don't know. I'm bad with the love languages, but your love language may just be something different that she loves to receive. But what happens is, because you're the person that's giving off that love language, sometimes you want the same thing in return and you don't know how to say it.
Mm-hmm.
So that you brought up a really good point. She
Yeah.
does say it to you.
Yes.
So her love language is, I love to give you things. That's my acts of kindness. But I want you to do it for me too, Johnny.
I
I
give her a whole lot of things. I give her a whole lot of things. Another day, I gave her size 11 and a half in Jordans. She ain't want them. So I took them.
11 and
All right, we getting off topic. Now we really getting off topic.
No, he said 11 and a half sizes.
She don't wear no 11 and a half size. I picked up on that real quick.
Oh my God. That shit is funny.
I hate him.
But okay. So I want to dissect something really quick.
All right, go there.
Okay, let's flip it. Say you were the female and Josie was the man. There are dudes out there, because you're not giving the love language back the way you expect. Men will use that as a reason to cheat.
Yeah, that's true too.
So a man would say, I be buying her Jolly Ranchers, and when she
A
goes to the
size
store,
size 11 Jordans.
Yeah.
I just bought her size 11 Jordans.
you know, when she come back from the store, ain't nothing in the bag for me. But old girl on the side, that's what she do for me.
Yeah.
So a lot of men will use that as an excuse. I don't want to say men. I'm gonna stop saying men. A lot of people will use that as an excuse to go dip out on their partner because their partner doesn't understand their love language.
Yeah.
And sometimes love languages could be uncomfortable for the person that has to give it.
Yeah, because
But
it's not what you're used to.
Yeah. So if you, like, for example, I'm gonna use me for example. When I sleep in the bed, because my husband has insomnia, we have this big flat screen TV in the room, and if I sleep to my right, that's the glare of the TV is in my face. So I've been sleeping to the left for years. He looks at as me not wanting to hold him. So I have to get out of my comfort zone, hold him for maybe an hour or two with the glare in my fucking face, and give him what he needs from me. So that's me giving a part of myself up, because his love language is all he wants to do is
Be
get
hugged.
hugged.
Be touched.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, touch.
Yeah. So we have to, sometimes
Physical
it's uncomfortable.
touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's dope. But I guess it's dope. Maybe it's not dope.
No, it is.
I mean,
It
you can just
is.
get a face mask and you don't have to worry about the glare.
I don't like none of my face.
I don't like it. Look
Listen,
at
there's options.
I just want to
Hove
lay
is
to my left.
Hove is being innovative.
Yes.
But yeah, so the next thing we mentioned identifying the problem.
So that was
then
number one.
Number one, and then which is self-awareness.
Yes.
Also, we mentioned compassion. So having compassion for the situation.
Yeah.
Whether it's you having compassion for yourself, or if you're dealing with somebody that may have a low vibration, having compassion for them.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then lastly, getting help. We can't bypass getting help.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's through spiritual, tapping into your spirituality more, or sitting down with a therapist, or seeing the twin flames.
Exactly.
So we can help you coast yourself out of some of this trauma and alleviate some of the trauma. It's necessary for healing.
I don't like to bring up celebrities on our show, but I will bring up what is her name? Eric Benet, and who was Halle Berry. When he went through that whole sex addiction, she hung in there with him. She really did, from what we saw. I don't know what happened behind closed doors, but that is a great example of how when you identify the problem and you as the mate of the person with the problem, you have to have patience with that person as they're working through the problem. And you have to ask yourself, how long am I willing to wait until they get over that hump?
That's the compassion, though.
Yeah, the compassion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And unfortunately, in their case, he couldn't be healed in time for her to say, you know what, she said, I gotta go.
Yeah.
You know, because
Lesson
it's too
learned.
many, too many times.
Time keeps moving.
Yeah.
That's
It doesn't
it.
slow down. There's no pause. So life is going to keep going on.
Mm-hmm. And she was getting hurt. Like you said, you know, while this person is going through whatever they're going through, their partner gets hurt in the process.
Yes.
And she kept getting hurt,
Yeah.
you know?
Yes.
So,
Got to create some boundaries at some point.
yes.
And that's why I stepped away from my ninja.
Yeah, you did. And you mentioned, I don't know if you're aware, but when she found out that there was an issue, they went for counseling.
We did.
You know, and you initiated that. He was willing to go through it. Y'all went through the whole few weeks.
But what he did that most people do is he lied to the damn counselor.
yeah, he wasn't honest.
He was not honest.
Yeah.
It's all good, though. I'm past it. I learned the lesson I was supposed to learn.
Yes.
And I pray he learns the lesson that he's supposed to learn. And for a lot of people out here that are going through the same thing, take a step back. Find a time to heal yourself and learn what you're supposed to learn in your relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Start with your trigger and your trauma, because I guarantee you it's the seed for most of what's happening around you.
Exactly.
So, Hove, you came back for another one.
Listen, anytime you want me to come by, I'm here for you.
You know, I wanted to ask you, so as a male, and you...
Thank God.
I know you have a brother.
Yeah.
You have one brother?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then you have a lot of male friends. What advice can you give based on this show? What advice can you give to the average male that is like really struggling
Love this.
with, you know, first of all, identifying their problems, and then once they identify the problems, what advice can you give them? Because it's a lot of layers, and what happens is this person keeps struggling in relationships. There's a lot of young couples that won't get married because out of fear, but they'll mask it saying, it's 2026, I ain't about that life, you know. So what advice would you give?
That's a lot of distractions. That 2026, that's distractions. But a lot of people around me, I don't really have as many male friends as you think, but a lot of people are in good relationships.
Okay.
I don't really have a lot of people that have to be like, oh, this guy again. Like, oh, what's wrong with you? Like, I don't have to really call them about, oh, why? I tell them straight up, like, yo, listen, this person doing that or that person doing this, bro, move on or fix it. You know what I'm saying? Don't. There's no point of just wasting your time. Like, oh, I don't want to say names, but I had people here that we know a couple people. This one person will come to me all the time, like, yo, this girl keep doing this, girl keep doing that. I'm like, bro, so fix it or pack it. Like,
right.
what are you gonna do with it? Like, what if she keeps the word keeps doing it?
Yeah,
she don't want to stop. So either pack it or tell her this is what it is, and then if she don't fix it after you tell her, then that's not the one for you, bro. You gotta go back into the sea and get another fish. Because after a while, you're gonna waste her night. Like, damn, it's been 8 years on her. She's still the same person. Oh no, it's been 10 years. This dude hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Like, but that starts with you because you letting that happen to you. So I've been like, when somebody comes to me with a problem, it could be anything, a house problem, bill problem, money problem. But I always tell them what I would do in this situation, and I tell them what they could do in the situation.
Yes.
I can only give you advice. I'm saying I can only walk you to the water. I can't make you drink.
But why do you think they keep doing it?
They come to me because they see, I guess, my surroundings and how my vibration is. They always see I have no problem.
Everybody jealous of Hove's vibration.
You know what it is? I have problems too. I just don't blast it. I just don't tell. I solve it myself until it gets to the point where I'm like, all right, you know what? Now I gotta get help. Now I gotta ask somebody else, how can I do this? But usually, between me and my wife, we'll fix it ourselves. We get it done. Like, oh shit, this bill gotta be done. We don't get paid this. How we gonna pay it? Whatever. We'll fix that problem. But people come to me instead of coming to their significant other, like, yo, I said, yo, what did he say? What did she say? Like, oh, I said, listen, you could do this, do that, and then keep it going.
Well, you know, can I give you a suggestion based upon this show?
Right.
If you're that person that people come to,
and Joe's definitely that person.
Yeah, I know. And
that's
so,
crazy.
Yeah. So you guys have this energy that people feel comfortable. And now that, because I learned a lot from the show. Just because Janine and I do counseling, like I did learn a lot from the show because we had to do, all three of us had to do a little research. Now that you know what you know based on this show, you might have to say to the person, what happened in your childhood that is causing you to be in this situation with this person over and over again? Why? What? Something had to happen where you're allowing this to happen to you. And then you can even say to him or her, listen, the person you're dealing with that repeatedly does this, you have to understand something happened in their life previously, from maybe one child or young adult, where they keep doing X, Y, Z. Like, for example, I know a lot of couples have issues with their partner not being able to spend properly. That's like a major thing in relationships. And then that becomes a problem. And then so the question is, what happened in your childhood, or what happened that is causing you to repeatedly do that? So when people come to you with the same problem over and over again, you may have to dig a little deeper, like crack open open up the hood and say, wait,
hold on.
We got to do a little counseling here. This is a little deeper.
We're going to go to Twin Flames.
See, that part.
Yeah. And I don't have the answer for everything. But if people come to me, because I give you what it is, straight answer. Like,
and
I'm not going to bullshit you. Like, yo, bro, leave her. Bro, leave him. Oh, yo, I don't know what you want to do. Pack it up.
Yeah.
I'm not here to help you. I'm going to tell you what it is. You take my advice, you take it. You don't, you don't.
But don't forget to tell them get some therapy. Because you know
what? I could tell people to do whatever they want.
But you know what? And I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I want to tell you.
But I haven't done therapy, so I wouldn't know like how that went, how that works. So I couldn't tell somebody.
You can tell them that because if they keep doing the same thing over and over again, let them know. And this is what we told this to someone who left their job. A person had left their job, and we gave her kudos because she really was stressed out at work. And we said, you do understand when you get the next job, you're going to have the same problems.
Right.
So the person that's calling you with these issues, let them know, like, in the next relationship, you're probably going to go through the same thing.
Yeah.
So you got to go get some therapy, or figure out how you can go through therapy with your partner or your mate. Even if it's a financial counselor, it could be anything. But whatever the turmoil is that keeps repeating itself in that relationship, and obviously they don't want to leave each other. They love each other. So then they got to get worked on. They got to get fixed some way, somehow. So don't be ashamed, because I know I have a tendency to do that. That's like me telling someone how to, let me use some example, how to take good care of their hair when I wear wigs. Like what kind of person am I going to give advice to someone? I'm being very transparent. So you're probably looking at it like, you just said, how can I give advice to someone when I never went to a counselor?
Yeah, I never went to
But don't feel ashamed of that. Like, hey, listen, it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's like somebody who has bad acne. You always had good skin. So if you tell them to go to a dermatologist, it ain't no fault to you for saying that. So I just
only give you advice. That's true.
Yeah.
And just remember, there's a reason why you have not had to go to a therapist.
That's true.
That part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You got Josie.
Yeah.
There you go. Josie.
Here's my therapist, actually.
I love it. I love it.
This was a good convo, y'all. But if anybody needs any additional guidance and support when it comes to overcoming your emotions, Keisha and I got our Soul Circle. Our Soul Circle is available to you. We'll have we'll have a link in the description box below.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys can learn and understand more about vibrations and how it really affects you day to day.
Also, if you want a consultation,
visit us at www.uplifthealingcenters.com. That will also be in the description box where you guys can come and get in contact with the Twin Flames.
And you have a little assignment. If you want to know how to follow Johnny, a.k.a. Hove, go to the first episode.
There you go.
And he gives all his descriptions in the first episode we had with him. He gives a description of who he is. That's a little scavenger hunt. Because I don't want Josie cursing us out. You know he got bitches DMing him now. No.
Is that Beyonce?
Yes, indeed.
But as always, we love you for coming on the show.
Yes,
we can't wait till we can have Josie on here, because y'all got to see her in action for real.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be a 3-hour show right there.
But we love it. We love it. We appreciate your high vibrations, and I appreciate your high vibrations, friend.
Same here, twin.
And we want to make sure everybody else maintains high vibration in order to do so. Just remember that God is love. Love is the highest frequency. And go and find the God within.